Last New Year's Eve, myself and Andrew and our family had got together with 3 of my sisters and their families in a farmhouse in Oxfordshire. The kids had eaten early, and so they were all outside running around playing It.
We just heard a terrible scream, and Lucy called out, "Oh, Mum, please help."
I was running towards the gate and I thought it went this way. I thought it was going to go out, but it came in towards me, and then the metal latch of it hit my lung and it kind of pierced it. At first I was kind of like, thought it was a dream. Everyone just was looked very, very shocked, kind of like I was.
It was very clear she'd been injured very badly. There was a hole in her chest and she was holding something. 2 of my sisters are doctors, fortunately, there, and I just said, "You need to help her." And they took one look and were like, "We need to call an ambulance."
More than anything, you just want to help your children. They're asking for reassurance, and you can't give them the reassurance that they want.
Because that's a terrifying thing to have your 10-year-old daughter saying to you, "Am I going to die?" and not being able to answer that question honestly. She's not stupid. She kept asking because she was scared, she was terrified.
So on the night of Lucy's accident, I was working with 2 colleagues, another critical care paramedic, Claire, and the doctor for the evening was Dr. John Pike. We run lots of car shifts during the day in addition to the helicopter, and that just affords us so much more flexibility in terms of location. There is nothing that we carry on the car that is any different to the helicopter.
When the Thames Valley Air Ambulance arrived, it just brought this new, this sense for me of relief.
I think it was the first time that evening we maybe breathed a little bit easier.
These very calm, capable individuals arrive and sort of get down at Lucy's level and tell her what's happened or what they think they're going to do and talk her through what's going to happen at every stage. And that's really important, and it was really important for us as her parents.
She was conscious and breathing, but clearly in a great deal of distress and pain. And that was our priority, really. Initially, just to get on top of the pain and to prioritise making sure that we were reassuring her.
Jo, who was really, really great, she was trying to distract me. It made me feel relaxed and just oh, it's going to be okay. And then as we were driving, they put a nasal spray up my nose, which was really, really strong pain relief.
We gave her some intranasal fentanyl, which is an incredibly strong painkiller. It's less distressing and is incredibly effective very early on for these children. In Lucy's case, the John Radcliffe is the major trauma unit for the area, and it was really appropriate to get Lucy, with the injury that she had, to the major trauma unit so that she could be seen by specialist surgical teams that night.
So when I was wheeled in, there was I'd say 30 doctors all around. And I remember the Thames Valley Air Ambulance, they stayed with me.
And it was an incredible privilege to be able to go in and to see how well Lucy had done just in that very short space of 24 hours. She had clearly gone through incredible amounts of surgery, but greeted us with the most incredible smile. Lucy was one of the most brave patients that we have ever met in our careers.
So when Jo, John and Claire came to the hospital, they brought me a teddy, and his name's Bob, and I love him because it's a memory of not only the night but all the amazing people I met and what they did for me.
That speaks volumes, I think, for the sort of journey you go on with Thames Valley Air Ambulance, because you don't just get left in the room at the hospital. It was just this sense that we'd become part of this sort of new community through this terrible accident.
They do amazing things every day. They saved Lucy when we desperately needed someone to. I think, to a different extent, they kind of saved all of us.
It costs over £3,000 to send the helicopter on each mission that we attend, and we receive no government support in order to do so. We're only able to do exactly what we do thanks to the support and donations of the community that we serve.